that's something that I should have made clear. It's certainly the case that I think that it's important when we're talking about children, for example, to say that when mother right was overthrown and when the family was privatised, that was also the downfall of children. Because the minute the children started to be seen as the private property of their parents and only the responsibility of their parents, then of course they then become really vulnerable, and because society isn't looking after them. I mean, when you look at the reason the children come into care, overwhelmingly the reasons the children come into care isn't because of abuse, like in terms of sexual abuse or violence towards them. It's actually due to neglect. Overwhelmingly it's due to neglect. It's because their parents just don't look after them. And when you talk to children, some of my research is with children, when you talk to children who are in the care system and you ask them what are the good things and the bad things about being in care now, they all say, I mean without exception practically, they will say that having enough to eat is one of the good things about being in the care system. And that's actually, that's in 2011 in both Ireland and the UK, and that's the problem with the privatised nature of the family, is that children are just thrown to the wolves. And okay, the wolves are their parents, but sometimes parents for other reasons, because of mental ill health, because of problems with drug and alcohol, all kinds of reasons, parents can't look after their children, and then those children, because society doesn't look after them, are gone. And of course the very idea of childhood is something that really is only developed in the last 100, 200 years, and is very much you have this ridiculous notion, this ridiculous situation where capitalism was on the one hand sending children up chimneys to clean them, sending them under machines, where they're likely to be killed and lose arms and legs and stuff, and at the same time developing this notion of the perfect childhood, which was only for the bourgeois family, of course, where children were, mollycoddled and looked after and all that. So that happening at the same time. And of course we still see it today, On the one hand we've all this talk about children, and on the other hand, why have you not had a referendum in the South about the rights of children? Do you know? Why have we the situation in the North where they've just given up completely on the notion of tackling child poverty, where they've just given up completely on the idea of giving children a voice in society, whatever. Governments talk and talk and talk and talk about how great, how much they care about children, and then what do? They fucking kick them first thing and take their child benefit off them and everything. Don't get me started. Right.